welcome back again to my channel, The Appalachian Home. So today we're going to go over how to do a layered decal. I got some comments about why there's different colored images in Cricut Design Space, and some of those are for layering decals. So I'm going to show you how to layer a decal. This is a pretty intricate design. It's got about 7 layers to it. I'm going to be showing you a couple of different ways that you can layer. You can use the stack method, which you just get your base layer and then you stack your other layers on top. You can also use the cutout method, which you actually cut out each individual piece and they fit together like a puzzle. So I'll be showing you guys that today too. I've saw some other ways on YouTube. Other people layer them differently. So this is the way I love to do it, and this is probably the method that I'm going to be using from now on to layer all of my decals. So I hope you enjoy this video. So here I am in Cricut Design Space. I'm just going to go into images and select the image. You can also filter your images by going down and clicking on the material type that you're going to be using. And I just clicked on vinyl, and then it brought up all the images that I could use for vinyl. So then I found this little donut here and also this set of 3 that I'm going to be using today. And I just inserted that into my canvas. Once you do that, you can just resize the whole thing to whatever size you want to be working with. You can also upload your own SVGs and do the same thing. You don't have to use Cricut Access if you have your own SVGs. I'm going to ungroup this layer and show you kind of what this looks like. So once you ungroup, then you have all your layers separately. And I did not have this brown and yellow vinyl, so I'm just going to be changing the colors here and kind of showing you how you can do that to customize the colors that you want to use. So now I have all my layers separate. You can see how they're going to cut out here as separate pieces. Some of these are going to be stacked and some of these are going to fit like a puzzle. I'm just going to go through and change all the colors to the vinyl that I actually have. Okay, so here is how the donuts are going to look after Cricut cuts everything out. So all you have to do is just go into Make It, and Cricut's going to automatically cut out all these layers by color. You can see here it's going to do the white first, and then it's going to do the silver. So all these different mats are going to be every single color of vinyl that I have in this design, and it's all going to cut these out separately. Whenever I'm creating a layered decal, the way I like to work, to start with the bottom layer of your decal or either the biggest layer, and in this case it's both going to be the white layer. I like to start with the bottom layer and the biggest layer because I want enough room to put all of my other layers. And when you're going to be selling decals, you want them to look nice and you want them to have even edges all the way around your decal. So I'm going to start with my white layer, and then I'm going to add to that white layer all of the other colors. So now I'm just going to keep cutting out each layer. Whatever color is showing next on my screen, that's the color I'll place on my mat to cut, and I'll do this until I have every layer cut out. Once I have everything cut, I'm just going to go ahead and weed each different color, and then I'll go ahead and place them onto the white layer. Now that I'm ready to put all of my layers together, the first thing I do is place a piece of transfer tape over all of the pieces that I'm going to be transferring to my base layer, which is the white layer. So I am using Green Star brand lifelike clear transfer tape. I really like this brand. It's not too sticky and it removes well from the vinyl. Then I'm just going to transfer each different color onto the white base layer. So an easy trick that I have learned when placing layered decals is to use some parchment paper over your first layer. And all this does is it keeps you from sticking your layers into the wrong place. So I'm just going to stick this over my first layer, and that's going to allow me to kind of slide it around until it's in the exact spot I want to stick it. And then I just kind of tape the corner down and slide that parchment paper out, and it stays in place, and I just kind of tack it down with my finger and remove the transfer tape. And that's how I'm going to be doing all of these layers. I'm just going to place them one at a time with transfer tape. And the reason I like to do it this way is my backing's going to stay straight and flat. It's not going to get any wrinkles in it. I'm just placing the layers on top, and once I have everything down, I'm going to have a nice smooth finished decal. Then I can just place a new large piece of transfer tape over the entire decal, and it will be completed and finished, ready to use or ready to sell to a customer. So that is how I layer all of my decals. I used to get so frustrated and intimidated by the thoughts of doing this because it took so many different colors of vinyl. I didn't know if I could get them all in the correct place and it looked nice. But this is honestly the best method that I found for me, and it causes me less anxiety to do it this way. I love doing it now. Don't be afraid to try this method. If you're just getting new to Cricut and you're just getting started, don't be afraid to push yourself and try new things. Sometimes you'll mess up, but you won't know until you try. So I encourage you to try. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it really helpful. If you have a question, you can always leave them in the comments. I try to answer all of my comments. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I hope you will subscribe. I have all kinds of content like this, and I have more that I plan to publish this month. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.